You're listening to the Pingas Pals. This is a demo that we recorded on May 23rd, 2013. It was a long time ago and we finally gotten our shit together and we're bringing you a podcast. So yeah, check it out and look forward to our pilot podcast that'll be out later this week. Hello, my name is Chance.
My name is Patrick.
And this is our first podcast. At this point in time, we really don't have a name. I was thinking of something along the long lines of Boomtown Heroes or something like that.
I didn't really have any thoughts.
So yeah, if you don't know what a boomtown is, from what I've read, a boomtown is like a town that sprouted up out of nowhere because of like a shipping plant or a mine or something similar like that. For example, I assume if pick your favorite car company opens up in one location, you know, they're bound to have lots of people start trying to live as close as they can, and next thing you know, you got people fracking everywhere. So yeah, that's kind of a description of what a boomtown is, at least from me. Now I think that I kind of got the boomtown from the whole Nuketown thing from Fallout 3, which is a pretty good game. But
even though it's called Megaton.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's the name.
Where am I getting Nuketown from?
The first city you come to?
Where am I getting Nuketown from?
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know why I was thinking. Nuketown. What? You know, you're all probably thinking, "Oh, it's Nuketown, it's Megaton, though." But I'm not listening to this anymore. I'm not listening to this at all. Why would not? Oh, Nuketown's from Call of Duty. That's where I got that from. Yeah. I'm not a really big fan of Call of Duty. I mean, they've got a formula and they're sticking with it. You know, I guess that works. But so what's in the news today, Patrick?
What's in the mood today?
Yeah, what's in the mood? That trigger, bow chicka wow wow. No, a lot of people are talking about the guy from Abercrombie and Fitch.
Who, Philip?
Oh no, we do have a friend, Philip, who worked at Abercrombie for a while. I think his name is Mike Jeffries. I think that's his name. Apparently, this guy, this is not verbatim. But in 2006, he made a comment about how only cool people and pretty people should shop in the store, and that's all it's really made for. And people who can't fit in, won't fit in, really, it's not really the store for them. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, he has no right to say that." And the thing is, he does. You know, it's his company, and though there's some things that he probably could have worded differently back then, 2006. I think that, you know, it's his dadgum store and he can say whatever the heck he wants. You know?
2006, by the way, is the same year my bike was made.
Yeah,
I drive a bike, or I ride a bike, motorcycle. I do have 2 bicycles, but I don't know where they are, and they're probably in a state of extreme disrepair. To put it mildly. So yeah, I ride my motorcycle around. I actually rode it in here today. Not in here. That'd be funny if Chance just walked in his room. Why is there a motorcycle in my room, Patrick?
There's all tire marks all the way up the stairs.
We were talking. I work at a place that I wash dishes for a living, and we were talking about, well, where's a place that I could park my bike to know that it's safe. And the manager's like, well, why don't you park in the dish room? I said, yeah, man, that'd be cool. Just instead of running the plates and stuff through the dishwasher. If there are any health inspectors are listening to this, that's why I'm not saying where I work, because we're totally not going to do it anyways. But anyways, I said anyways twice in the same sentence, and that makes 3. But we were talking about spraying the floor with the water and just like burning out and just spraying the water that was on the floor onto the dishes and not even worrying about running them. That's probably not really relevant to anything that y'all are trying to listen to right now, because we're just, I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Are we just rambling?
I guess I'm making something for the total of 2 people, being you and me, to listen to, or say, "Hey, listen to this," and then they get
3.
they get tired of it after a while. It's like, after a while, I mean, like 3 seconds. Like, oh, I want to listen to that. If it's not Tobuscus, sorry about the squeak, and that's my chair. It's a pretty comfortable chair, but I know I really like laying on my bed, or for some reason, all my life. Well, not all my life, but since like the Nintendo 64 days, I like laying on the floor in front of my TV. So that's what I usually do. It's probably like the cleanest part of my room. But what was I talking about? Do you remember what I was talking about?
I have no idea. We can just go back and listen to the recording later, and then we're
yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, that's what he was talking about."
Yeah. So if you hear a long pause, that's us.
Oh yeah, the number of people, like.
Oh yeah,
like,
so
here's our podcast. Hi, I'm Chance. I don't want to hear this.
Yeah.
But you didn't even get to my name. Hi, I'm Patrick. I ride a bike. Man, I don't want to hear about your. What color's your bike? Red. I don't want to hear it.
And people always out there messing with your bike.
Oh man, people at work. Not that I work with, but cholos in general. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Mexican gangsters in general.
Well, that's funny that you say cholos, because originally I was thinking, well, we can call it Boomtown Cholos.
Yeah, that I guess that'd be fun.
Well, because see, the thing is, where I lived in Colorado for 10 years, and there was a large Mexican and Hispanic population. I discerned the two because some of them were from Mexico, and some of them were born and raised, or families were born and raised in America. So, yeah, there was a lot of Hispanics and Mexicans where I come from, so I was used to, hearing people talk like this. And so I was really used to that. It's funny, though, because I play with a guy online who lives, in the deep south of Texas. Not literally deep south, like in Louisiana and stuff, but, the southern part of Texas, and most of the people there are from Mexico or Hispanic, and he says every time there's a white person in the room that he walks into, he feels compelled to go speak to them. And it kind of makes sense, because usually that minorities in a group, they usually prefer to go over to where the other minorities are. So there's a bunch of white people in a room. There's, an Asian, Mexican, Hispanic guy walks in there, and there's another Asian, Mexican, or Hispanic guy in there. They generally go over and talk to them first, if that makes any sense. But, no.
If we ever don't finish our stories, just don't worry about it, because that's normal.
Yeah, if you really want us to continue our thoughts on something that we talk about, leave a comment, and we'll get back to it in a later podcast.
I'll get that.
Is that a fingernail?
Yeah. That's what I do whenever I don't have a table to set my hands on or something. I just mess with my nails.
Yeah, you can set your tables on that hand, or a hand on that table.
Yeah, sit here.
Yeah, Leon, he's got his hand stretched out over to the table. And see, what's funny is that when I did some few test recordings, I'm like, man, the sound is not loud enough. And then I'm trying to figure
out.
10
minutes.
I was trying to figure out all these programs, and for some reason.
How many programs did you go into?
It's like 3.
Oh, I'm not leaning far enough.
I've got this one recording program. It's some temporary free program. I don't know what it's called, like Raper or Rapper or Reaper, I think. But anyways, I'm just doing it so I can see the levels. For some reason, I should be able to do multi-track recording in Audition, but for some reason I can't. It won't even read the output for this mic. It reads the input for it just fine, but I can't even get it to read one mic. So why even bother trying to get it to read the other ones? I'm sure there's some guy out there just happens to pass over this. If he's sat through listening to this podcast long enough, he's like, "Oh, we don't even know what to do. He's a noob. I'm not listening anymore." But he still manages to comment, 10 minutes before we even get to this mark, which is about I don't know, about 10 minutes now that I get to it.
Holy cow, we have been going.
Unless I cut or trim or any of that stuff. But no, I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about.
You're talking about like how you were messing with it for 10
Oh
minutes.
yeah, so messing with it for 10 minutes. See, there we go. It's like that. But no, I was like, oh, let me amplify, use this, effect here, and use this here. And I'm like, man, it's just not loud enough. And Patrick's like, what level's the computer volume at? And I pause, and I'm thinking, and I click on it, and I'm like, ugh.
It was only like halfway up. 10 minutes, and he didn't even really need to open any outside programs, or it's not outside because it's on the computer. I don't know how Chance would word it.
Yeah, any programs in general, all you need to do is open up the soundboard. Or the volume control, whatever you want to call it. Want to be a dick about it. Or if you're using Mac, I guess volume, board, sound. I don't really use a Mac. I would use a Mac if I could get one, and then I would use it for like video editing and all that stuff. But I don't have a lot of money. We are actually using one mic right now, in case you can't tell. One mic. And if you didn't listen to the story, you would hear that I can't get more than one mic to use. So now I'm using Reaper to go back and go over what I said before. But yeah,
and
so
we do a lot of that too.
Yeah, go back and going over stuff we said before. Now, probably would be a cool idea to invest or steal a boom mic or something like that. Oh, by the way, kids, if you listen to this, stealing is bad unless like you do what Bender does, you steal something and replace it with a replica that costs more than what you're stealing. So if like you're gonna steal a car and you soup up this old piece of junk car and it's like looks just like it, but except it's like better and everything's newer, and you replace that with the car you're stealing, then it's okay. But yeah, otherwise, no, I wouldn't recommend stealing.
So the moral of this story is that stealing is bad. CBS cares. For like one listener out there who gets that joke, or not a joke but a reference, it's Craig Ferguson.
Oh yeah, you like Craig Ferguson?
Yeah, he's funny. I haven't watched Craig Ferguson in forever, so he probably doesn't do that anymore.
Is he even on CBS?
He's probably not even on the air anymore. Dirty old man.
Is he even on CBS anymore? Or is he on CBS?
He was.
Oh.
He probably still is. I haven't really. So, for those of you who are listening, we just had like a really long pause. But I really don't know if y'all are going to hear the pause because we're at 13 minutes now and I don't know what the limit is. And so if it stops us, we may keep the pause in there. We may not.
Yeah, that's right. YouTube only does it for a certain time. So I guess we better wrap it up for now. So yeah, thanks for listening to Boomtown Heroes, Boomtown Cholos, whatever we decide to call ourselves. Us, yeah.
Not U.S. Us, because we are in
the United States of America.
Jinx, not a real jinx, but a fun jinx. Chance, just in case.
Can't believe he got me on that one. Anyways, thanks for listening. I'm Chance.
I'm Patrick.
And this has been whatever the heck we decide to call ourselves.
Maybe in the title later. You'll find out. See you, guys.
Ducks. So these are pretty easy.
Huh?
Doing these is pretty easy.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like editing it and getting it to sound just right on ScrewTube and then putting it on ScryTunes, but